of honor, Dr. Day, and students of Matrix. Dear students, Matrix believe in leveraging the management competencies amongst MBA graduates for the business and industry by expanding their horizon with updated information in the field of management. In continuation with that, our Honorable Director, Professor Dr. Satish Ubaraso, has initiated 4 Dimension lecture series where we invite renowned experts from different fields of academics and industry who share their experiences with the students, which helped them to improve their knowledge and employability skills. It's a privilege to have with us Dr. Yachna Garde, an esteemed academician and researcher currently working as an assistant professor at RIMS College. Dr. Yachna ma'am holds a doctorate in business management and specialization in marketing and human resource management. With over 8 years of experience in both academic and industry, she has significantly contributed to research, curriculum development, and students' mentoring. She has also been actively involved in faculty development program, CSR initiatives, and MBA and NAC accreditation work. Her research work has been widely recognized with multiple publications in national as well as international journals, covering topics such as consumer behavior, digital marketing, financial services, emerging trends, and AI business intelligence. Today, she will be sharing her insights, providing with us valuable knowledge and applications. We look forward to an engaging and enriching sessions. We welcome you, ma'am. But before that, we would like to have a group photo with you. So I request all the students to please open up your camera so we can have a group picture. Gopal, Ishali, Ankita, Vishal, Nayan, Pratiksha, Payal, everyone. Rohit, so please let us know when you are done. Okay, thank you. Over to you, ma'am. I'll just share your PPT.
Yeah. Slideshow, please. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mineral, for a nice introduction. And I would also like to thank all of you, and especially the Matric College, who has given me a chance to present my particular PPT on the design thinking. Yeah. So, guys, if we talk about this particular design thinking, it is the human centric approach of innovation, understanding the customer, rapid prototype, and generate the creative idea. You have seen various industry, big industry, are using this particular uh, design thinking to develop and to create the product and services, right? So by using design thinking, you may take the decision for what the customer want, and instead of relying on the historical data or making the risk weight or instinct instead of the evidence. Okay. So if I talk about the definition of design thinking, or what do you mean by design thinking? So design thinking has become a business buzzword that changed how the companies approach the problem solving. Countless brands, including GE Healthcare, Netflix, and Uber Eats, have utilizing the design thinking and develop the solution to the challenge. Okay. So if I talk about the design thinking, it's not only about one sector. Okay, you can see the design thinking nowadays um, are using by the various big industry, right? And if I talk about the design thinking into the healthcare, okay, it will going to help the healthcare then This is the entertainment industry, which is the Netflix and Uber Eats as well. Okay. So next slide, please. If I talk about the design thinking, is the user-centric solution based on approach to solving the problem that can be described into the four stage. Yeah. So if you see this particular design thinking, we have divided or design thinking has divided into the four stage. Yeah. And if I talk about design thinking, the Apple is the first company who has done lots of research on design thinking, and then they have come up with the new product. Yeah. So starting from the iPhone, okay, you have seen the various changes into the phone. Yeah. But if I talk about Apple, they are not come up with the folding phone. Yeah. Because if I consider the Apple is the one of the brand or most relevant brand that everyone used to believe in that, right? So we have seen various phone with the folding, right? But Apple has not come up with that particular idea because Apple is thinking if something happened with that phone, because nowadays we have seen phone has a lots of complication, yeah, and particularly Apple don't want to get anything related to the negativity of a brand, right? So that's why Apple is not thinking about like making the product design, okay, but Apple is thinking about the design thinking, okay, which means that he is making more progress into the logo, he's making more progress into the style, okay, and the icon of that particular phone, rather than going for the complete change into the product. Okay, next please. As I have discussed, this particular design thinking, it is divided into four, right? So first is the clarif. Okay. This phase involves the observational situation without bias. It learn into the design thinking user centric element and require the emphasize with those affected by the problem, asking them the question about their pinpoint and identify what they solve. You can use what you learn to create a problem statement or the question that driven the rest of the design thinking process. Okay. So first and foremost, it is divided into four, right? The first is the clarif, then identity, development, and implemented. Yeah. So first is a part, okay, where we can start with the problem, okay, exact problem about that particular company, yeah, and then we are finding out what are the pinpoint which we need to make clear during the design thinking process. Then second is the idea, which means that being a brainstorming potential solution, take your problem statement or the question to edit base and on a pattern or maybe observation collecting into the clarifying phase. Yeah? This is a time to learn your imagination or creativity run the wild. Okay. So first, at the foremost, we will go to generate the idea or we will to find what are the problem and how to solve that particular problem. Okay. Then we will going to generate, okay, idea based solution. Okay. In the first step, we have already found out the problem. Then we are going to find out the solution or maybe we generate the idea, okay, which collect the clarification about the phase. Now third part is the develop. Okay, now develop the potential using the idea you generate, then test, then experiment with, and then reiterate to determine which are the successful and which aren't. Yeah, so be ready to return to the ideology and clarification stage based on your result. Stepping back in the process is common or encouraging design. Okay. First, problem identification, then solution. Or we can, how can we make the particular problem into more innovative way? Then we will develop the idea, okay, which we have think. Yeah. And the last part is the implement. Yeah. So finally, implement the solution you are developing again, right? So it is likely that you will have to take a few steps back and reiterate your final solution. But that's a central part of this phase. After several tests and edited, you will have a solution that can be yield or positive result. Okay. So if you're talking about designing any product, yeah, so we need to go through all these particular four stages. Okay, and then we can develop the new product. Okay. Now, if I talk about the iPhone, okay, So when the particular Stephen has joined the particular position, okay, so everyone is thinking whatever he is proposing, maybe it is not very hit in the market, okay, but he has taken a risk, okay. He has used the design thinking method and make the product innovative in such a way, okay. In that particular time you can see the particular price of a cell phone, okay. So you will get the iPhone into a very various higher version, okay. So the price of a iPhone is higher than the other competitor, okay. But this particular Apple has made their product in such a way that it is different from the other. If you see the particular tagline also, they are saying think differently. Yeah. And when they have launched this particular product, okay, they have created a different particular logo as well. Okay, you have seen the Apple, okay, which is in their side. Okay. Then earlier they have started this particular logo with the silver lining, right? And now if you see gradually it is changed, and whatever the new color is available in iPhone, okay, so you can get the logo at that particular color. Yeah. And they have made with the help of design thinking, okay, they have studied the consumer pattern, and they have done that uh, whichever the higher version you will get, so there will be the change in color, which make you different than the other iPhone use. Yeah. If we go to the next slide. Okay. Now this is the particular previous one there. Example of design. Yeah. Thank you. So we have seen what do you mean by design thinking. We have seen all the definition. Yeah. Now we will going to see what are the different company who are using this particular design thinking. So it is already mentioned, okay, in a slide, what are the different examples. But before starting that, next slide, please. Okay. So first and foremost, okay, what does a properly execute design thinking process look like? Can you tell me what will be the properly executed design process look like? And also I have mentioned there are the four particular previous one. Okay. And also mentioned there are four particular example for that. Okay. Now examining the real world example is an effective way to answer that question. Right. Here are five examples which I will go to discuss. Yeah, all are the well-known brand and have leveraged design thinking solve the business problem as well. Yeah, next please. Okay. The first example is with the GE Healthcare. Everyone knows about the GE Healthcare. It is one of the well-known company or well-known company related to the health. Okay. Now, GE Healthcare is an example of a company that focuses on the user centric to improve the product that seemingly had no problem. Okay. Uh, can you just click on PPT so you can see the text as well? Okay. So this particular GE Healthcare, what they have done, okay, they are concentrated more or they have focuses more on the user centric, okay, user centric way, okay, to improve the product that seemingly had no problem. Okay. Then they have diagnostic imaginary has revolutionary healthcare. Okay. Yet GE Healthcare saw a problem is how the pediatric patient reacted to the procedure. Yeah. So many children were observed crying during the long procedure in a cold, dark room with fluctuating fluorescent light. Considering this, GE Healthcare team observed the children in various environments, spoke to the experts, and interviewed the hospital staff to gain more insight into the experience. Okay. So if I talk about this particular GE company, they have observed like taking the particular screening of a small children into the dark room. Okay. With this all kinds of fluorescent light. Okay. It makes them very difficult, or maybe it makes them very like scary to stay in that particular room for the longer period of time. Okay, and they have observed like why the people are so afraid about like going into this particular cold and dark room. Okay, with this tourism. Now, the particular team of GE Healthcare, they have talked to the various staff, yeah, and get the feedback about the same. Okay, so what they have done, okay, if I talk about what they have done for the children. Okay. So after extensive user research, hospital pilot, and retiration, the GE Healthcare launched the Adventure series. Okay, so like I told you, the biggest problem is that small children are scared of the light. Okay, and they are not ready to do the MRI. They are not ready to do the X-ray because it is full of darkness in that particular room. Okay, so extensive research has done, okay, by the GE Healthcare Hospital. Yeah, and they have come up with this particular adventurous series. Okay, they have given the particular name of the particular room as a adventurous series. Yeah. So this redesign initiate the focus on making the magnetic resonance image, which is MRI, okay, MRI machine more child friendly. So they have said, it is one of the adventure room. You just need to go over there and you will find various adventurous tool inside. Okay. For example, the pirate adventure. Okay, what they have given the name. Minal, next slide, please. So what they have done with this particular machine. Okay. So for example, no, previous. Yeah, example. Thank you. So, for example, the pirate adventurer transformed the MRM machine from the dark or black hole to the pirate ship. Okay, scenery of a beaches, sand castle, and the ocean. Right. By emphasizing the children pain point, GE Healthcare was able to craft a creative solution that was not only fun but increased the patient satisfaction score by the 90%. Okay, so it is one of the most innovative thing they have done. Don't you think that? Like people are scared of MRI machine, and especially the children. Okay, in adults we can give them the information that this particular thing is like important for you, right, to do the MRI. So like if I talk about the adult, okay, they can easily understood and they can go for it. But in the case of children, it is very difficult. So this particular GA healthcare, they make the innovation into the MRI. They name it at a pirate adventure. Okay, and then in if I talk about the particular MRI machine, they have designed into the beaches, okay, channel cast and ocean, so that small children is not scared of this particular machine. Yeah. So after doing all the innovation or after redeveloping the product according to the design thinking, okay, there is the 90% score satisfaction ratio from the customer, right? Now, this also yield unexpected success, including improving scan quality of a pediatric patient and ultimately save the customer time and resource as well. Yes. So after doing this particular innovation, yeah, so they have found it out कि now the children are happy to do the MRI. I guess some has on the mic. Yeah. So this also yield unexpected success and include the improved scan quality of a pediatrics. Okay, so which means that the small children are not scared and they can easily go for the MRI, and like it will going to save the customer time as well as the hospital resource as well, right? So this is the most innovative or design thinking G Healthcare has done. Now the next example, okay, which is related to Oral B. Everyone heard about the Oral B, one of the most like one of the topmost company into the tooth, right? So what this particular Oral B has designed. Okay, so design thinking not only success at finding the effective solution for the company, but also at putting the initiative to test them before implementation. Okay, so the first example we have seen, they have implemented design thinking to the original product which is available with them. Okay, but in the Oral B, what they have done, they have launched the new product. Okay, so when Oral-B wanted to upgrade its electrical toothbrush, it enlightened the design of Kim Collin and Sam Hatches to help. The company request was to add more function of for electric toothbrush user, such as tracking brushing frequently, observing the gum sensitivity, and playing the music as well. Okay, so now this particular product, okay, they want to add the extra benefit, okay, so that customer will also get attracted towards this particular product. Okay, so what they have done, they have added the tracking machine frequently, okay, which means that how many time you are brushing the teeth, okay, how much time you are taking to brushing the teeth, that can be observed with the help of this brush, okay. Then like to make the particular environment lighter, they have added the music also, okay, in that particular brush. By clarifying the problem, however, Colleen and Hedges pointed out that brushing teeth was a neurotic act for the many people, okay, and it is pointed out that uh, Colleen and Hedges pointed out that the brushing the teeth was a neurotic act for the many people. A neurotic act is related to the brain. Now, again, what they have done, next slide please. User didn't want additional function, and in many cases, though it would potentially cause more stress. Okay, so like customer are happy with that particular brush, and they don't want more innovation. Next slide, please. And they don't want the more modification into the product. Okay, but what they have done, okay, they have come up with the special series. Yeah, so everyone has watched this particular Frozen, okay, Frozen Princess, right? So user didn't want additional function in many cases, though it would potentially cause more stress. Instead, they recommended two solutions that would improve the user experience without adding the gimmick in that. Okay. So their first function, okay, the first function is related to the recommendation was to make the toothbrush easier to change, especially while user the road. Okay. So what they have done, okay. So the first recommendation was to make the toothbrush easier to charge. Okay. So those who are using this particular electron brush, they know like we need to charge the brush, right? So they make like easier to charge that particular brush, especially by user on the road. Okay, you have seen if the user is traveling, then it is very difficult to carry the charger, but they have give up the particular thing, okay, to the person who want to travel also. Now another was making it more convenient for the user to order the replacement head by allowing a toothbrush to connect to the phone and send the reminder notification. Both proposals were successful because they focused on what user wanted rather than what the company wanted to roll out. Okay, so when they have launched this particular electronic brush and they have found it out, many people are not fond of this particular brush. So they have done the research and they have found it out. Okay, we must do some innovative. Okay, according to the customer needs and want. So they have this particular charging wala point, which I have told you, it is easy to charge. Then many time, okay, brush is fine, but the upper head, okay, of a brush got like damage, or maybe after 3 4 months we need to change that. Okay, so what they have done, okay, rather than like changing the toothbrush, okay, they have come up with the solution that you can change the upper head. Okay, so they start selling that particular upper head as well. Okay, which means that if I talk about oral company, you can they are into the upselling, okay, like selling the toothbrush as well as selling the all the accessories with them. Okay, so that customer will not going to throw that product completely, but replace the he can replace the upper teeth, and then he can again use that particular brush. Okay, now the next example, okay, everyone is subscribed about the Netflix, yeah, very familiar in Gen Z, like people like you who are much fond of series, yeah, and the new content or the original content. If I talk about the Netflix, they are more emphasized on the original content they are giving. Okay. So Netflix, although many companies have successfully used the design thinking, Netflix has repeated leverage it to become an individual uh, become and the industry giant. Okay. So during the company inspection, its main competitor is Blockbuster. required the customer to drive to brick and mortgage store to rent the DVD. Okay. So if I talk about Netflix, okay, now it is come with the this particular entertainment platform. Yeah, but earlier Netflix when they have started, okay, they are selling the DVD. They are selling a DVD. Uh, you have also heard about VCR and DVD. Okay, so that was the business Netflix is doing. Okay, and brick and mortar store. Okay, which means that दीवार ये क्या होता है ईंटों और उसका जो सॉलिड वाला ये होता है ना स्टोर उसमें ऐसा उनका स्टोर होता था then they are selling their DVD okay on rented business okay the process was the same for returning which was the major pain point of many okay so now you have also heard like giving this VCR or DVD on a rent, but like getting back that particular thing is also become very tactic and become very difficult also to get all this stuff back. Okay, the process was the same for returning, which was major pinpoint for many. So Netflix eliminated that inconvenience by delivering DVD directly to the customer home with subscription model. Okay, so what they have done, they have started like giving the DVD on the subscription model. Okay, like if you want to see the movie or if you want a DVD, okay, you can take it for 1 month, you can take it for 3 months or many more. Okay, on the subscription way, so that it is easy for the customer also. Okay, to get that particular DVD or particular movie or VCR on the for the monthly rental. Okay, and it become easier for Netflix as well to create like to get the back thing on a time. Right now, subsequently in 2011, Netflix took its design thinking one step further. And in response to the customer need for original proactive content that wasn't airing on traditional network. Okay, so again they have like upgraded themselves in 2011, right? And later in 2016, it improved its user experience by adding the short trailer to its interface. Okay, again they have made a changes into the DVD, yeah, business. Okay, and then in 2016 they have come up with the experience adding to the short trailer to the interference. Now, each of the Netflix major update was in response to the customer need and given it effective design thinking. Okay, nowadays we have seen design thinking has changed a lot. Yeah, and Netflix is the one who are giving the original content. Okay, and Netflix is the one of the particular platform. Okay, which are giving like program or I can say movie of different languages. Okay, not about the Indian but the other language also available. And this particular Netflix, while using this particular design thinking, okay, so they get attracted by the many customer as well. Yeah. So nowadays the people are not fond of watching the particular Sadhu Wala serial, okay, which our mom used to watch on a like daily soap we call. But nowadays people like you Gen Z, okay, they are more fond of the Netflix and they have trained their parents as well to see the various series, okay, which are coming. Yeah. So nowadays, like other people are also adapting the same. Okay. So this is the particular case. Okay, how the Netflix has started, and gradually how they have make the use of design thinking and how they make the changes into their product. Right. Now the next part. Okay, the next example is related to the Uber Eats. Everyone knows the Uber. Yeah, Uber is one of the app from where you can book the taxi and all. So they have started, Uber have started in 2016, right? Uh, like booking the taxi online. It is the one of the new concept for the Indian market, right? So all kind of this concept is already available in abroad. Okay? But when they have come up with the Uber, okay, they got the huge competition with Ola as well. So these are the two companies, the major company who are doing business into the rented taxi. Okay. So what happened? Okay, because both are doing the same business. Yeah. So the go to the food delivery service app Uber Eats attribute its success to its ability to retain the quick and precise with the customer. The prime example of this Uber Eats is Walkabout program, okay, where designer observe the city in which the company operates. Some element they inspect are the food culture, cuisines, infrastructure, delivery process, and transportation. So one of the innovations that come from their immense research is that the driver app, which focuses on delivering partner pinpoint around the marketing in highly populated urban. To address this, the driver app provide a step-by-step direction from the restaurant to the customer to ensure the smooth delivery process. Now, understanding that pinpoint varies between the geographical location, help the Uber Eats implement effective upgrade to its service that solve the problem of a specific location. Okay, so you have seen, okay, earlier if I want to go to uh, maybe airport, okay, and it will take 1 hour from my place. Yeah, and I have decided I will take something from the maybe from the airport, okay, but Uber Eat, okay, they help us to get our food on time, okay, maybe in a taxi or once we will go and land it on that particular place, that particular Uber Eat, whatever we will order, okay, we can get. Right. Next, please. So these are the some example, okay, which is many company has used, yeah, to upgrade their product. Okay. And you can see if you want to survive into the market, so like making a changes into the product according to the needs and want of a customer is so much. Now, what are the practice designing things? Okay, how to do the practice? Okay. Now consider the big picture. Uh, enter the slide, please. So now considering the big picture which is related to the design thinking. Okay. So in the above example, the example which we have seen related to the Uber, we have seen related to the Oral-B, okay, Netflix, okay. All these are the easy to say the solution are obvious. Just trying taking a step back to reflect on how and each company thought about its customer base, perspective, and recognize when to employ the empathy thing. Now think through the alternative solution. This is the useful exercise. You can do it with the example right above. Considering the problem each company faces and think through the alternative solution would have tried. This can enable you to practice both in empathy and uh, uh, ideation. Okay, which means that whatever example I have discussed in a class, okay, such kind of example you can take it, okay, whichever company you like, and then you people in the group of two or three start doing the brainstorming. Okay, so like if this is the product, what kind of innovation we can make, or how we will going to again recreate this particular product to help the business for the growth of the company. Okay. Now research each company competitor. Another help exercise is to look at each company competitor and did those competitors have similar problem or did they find similar solution? How would you compete and remember to walk through a co-designing thinking mode. Okay. So whenever you are free, you people can sit together and you can start doing the brainstorming on that particular topic. For example, there are many more products into the FMC. Okay. So you can start like doing the research on FMCG if the people are buying that particular. Okay. Is the product is so good or is the uh, brand or promotional activity they have done about the product? Yeah. So this part is very much important. Design thinking is a powerful tool. If you know, like design thinking nowadays is very powerful tool compared to the others. You can use and solve the business problem to use it successfully. However, you need to apply it to the problem bit smaller and big. Okay, it is not like that. If the problem is small, you cannot able to apply the design thinking. But it can be applied to the like bigger problem and also the smaller problem of any company. Next, please. Now, what is the design thinking is a process? What do you mean by design? So it is a process to solve the problem by prioritizing the consumer needs above all else. Okay, which means that if the consumer don't like the model, you should have the capacity to change the model. That's it. then telling customer to change their taste and fit. Now it rely on observing with empathy how people interact with their environment and employ an alternative hands-on approach to create it, which I have discussed to create an innovative idea and to create a new product which is different than the original. Okay, that is the design thinking. Okay. Now there is a this particular innovation matrix is also available. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. We talk about the innovation matrix. Okay, I just need to explain it. What do you mean by the innovation matrix? So innovation matrix is divided into four. Right.
Ma'am,
So
you are
which is
not audible. I guess there is a network issue.
hello, am I audible now?
No, no.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Still not.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
She's audible. Yes.
Thank you so much, dear. Yeah. Okay. Middle, can you just like look it into the PPT?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess it is
Now
zoomed
it
in.
is.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So we have seen the various example of a design thinking. Now we will see the innovation. Yeah. What are the innovation metrics do? Okay. Because our topic is related to design thinking and the innovation process. Yeah. So if I talk about the innovation process, it is also divided into four. The first is the sustain, then distributive, then incremental, and the radical. Yeah. What do you mean by sustaining? If I talk about the sustaining, a significant improvement on the product that aim to sustain the position in the existing market. Okay, existing market, for example, Oral B, okay, is already capturing the toothpaste market. Okay, but to make the more innovation, okay, or to sustain, which means that they don't want to lose the market share of a toothpaste, right? So that's why they have come up with the new product, okay, which are having a various feature which the other toothpaste company don't have, right? Now distributive, which means the technology for the new business model that distribute the existing market as well. Then incremental means like gradual continue improvement on the existing product and services. Okay, gradually means for example, if I talk about incremental graduation, everyone know about the this particular Maruti Suzuki. Okay, Maruti, or I can say the Maruti company, you can get the different variant in the Maruti. Okay, but if I talk about the more innovation, like there is a family who want to buy the car of Maruti only, but they want some innovation design. They want like it should go with the today's trend. Okay, so particular Maruti companies also think about that, and they have come up with a different segment, which is the Nexa. Okay, you have seen the car of a Nexa, which is into the today's generation car. Okay, and they are differentiated into the Nexa and the regular car as well. Okay, if you get a chance to go over there, and you can see like various colors. Okay, and the quality of a car is also available. Okay, and they got the different variant as well, like hatchback you can get, SUV you can get, and moreover to see and to observe like the dressing sense of a staff as well. Okay, so they are well groomed as compared to the other. Next, please. Next. Okay, very familiar. Everyone know about the television, right? From your childhood, you are start like whenever you are wake up from the bed, the first channel you will going to go is the Cartoon Network. Yeah. So nowadays also people are more fond of this YouTube channel. Okay, with the cartoons. Or from our childhood also we are so fond like getting up at 8 o'clock and waiting for the Pokemon, when the Pokemon will going to come. Yeah. So if I talk about the television, it is one of the most innovative thing, okay, the man has made, right? So if I talk about the incremental innovation, most innovation are incremental, yeah, gradual and continue improvement in the existing concept, product or service in the existing market, right? So when in our time, okay, such kind of a television or the bigger one television is available, right? Where in the earlier days it was completely black and white. Yeah. So then they have made the changes into the product, and then they made the color. Guys, give me a minute. Yeah, someone is there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have seen the changes into the television as well. Okay. Earlier it was black and white, then it is converted into uh, like color television. Okay, and then you can see the shape of a television as well. Okay. Earlier days we are having this big showcase. Okay, where we are kept our television. Okay, and there is a glass in that, right? And if you see that particular thing, okay, it will consume the more space as well. Okay, so then again they have done into the particular design, or you can find that there is particular slim television used to come, okay, and which we will going to tap into this particular wall, right? And then after that making more changes into the slim TV, okay, again the people are finding, okay, they need to buy the two television, okay, because like maybe one television at our children place and then one television at the hall, okay. And if I talk about the television, every time like it is that what kind of a content, okay, you will go to watch if you are sitting at maybe dinner with your family, okay, so you need to watch whatever the mom and dad are expected to watch, okay. But like seeing on the samer side, like watching the television and watching the particular cell phone, okay, it will going to create the thing like television is also on, the mobile is also on, okay. So they have made again changes into the particular product, yeah. And then they have come up with the particular product, which is the smart TV. Yeah, in every house you can see there is a smart TV is available. Okay, so which means that the particular content, okay, uh, the which we used to see on mobile phone, okay, that we can see it with the help of television. Yeah, nowadays various this particular online platform is having, okay, and then people are sitting at the home, they can watch the movie together, okay, and without the advertisement also, and various series which is available. And nowadays like there is a Hotstar, Netflix, Amazon Prime, yeah, and many more platform are available, okay. So with the help of internet you can browse the different series, movies and shows as well. Okay, next, now if I talk about the example of a sustaining innovation, okay, if this particular example sustaining innovation is related to the iPhone, okay. So sustaining innovation is similar to incremental innovation in sense of that product is made slightly better with every time, reducing the defect. Okay, you have seen starting from the first generation, now it is iPhone 16 Pro, right? So gradually, the iPhone also done various changes into the model, and then it is come out with the new design which is available now. Once distributed with currently full sustaining and profitably innovation is a iPhone. Okay, where the recent version of the iPhone appeal to the same customer segment and do not create a new value and network. So new model of a phone sustain the existing business model. So in a in a premier segment of a market, to meet the need of a more demanding customer who are willing to pay more, for a newer, slider, better version of a phone. Okay, you have seen like every year they are launching a new series. Okay, and they're telling that this particular phone is better than the previous one. Okay, and they are adding a different color. That is the marketing strategy they're adding about the color. Yeah, so they can differentiate. Okay, what kind of a model you are using. So if I talk about the characteristic, high profit focuses on profitable segment, sustain or improve the position in the existing market, improve and growing existing value network, then changes are more incremental in nature at a risk of being the distribution. Okay, so you have seen the particular changes into the uh, model, okay, which is called as a sustaining innovation. Okay, and next will be the service innovation. Okay, if I talk about the service innovation, same example we can take about the Uber Eats. Okay, so Uber Eats is an example of a service company that has created further growth outside its core business. Okay, so when Uber Eats it has used its strength, the unique capacity to enter into the adjacent market. Okay, restaurant delivery and home delivery business. Okay, so if I talk about Uber Eats, we do have the other platform as well. Okay, nowadays we have seen Swiggy and Zomato is also available to get the Uber Eats. Okay. Now the fact that they are already in the people phone and they can already organize the transport that help them to exist their line of offering and provide their customer with a new value. Now, what are the Uber unique capability enable the rapid market entry? Okay, the first is the brand recognition, which means that users strongly and globally recognize the brand has enabled them to enter the adjacent market first. Then there is a changes into the technology as well. So technology infrastructure, the Uber has built a multi-slided technology platform that can be used to exchange the value with the customer, organization, and other entities in the adjacent market. Now, what are the network of a courier? Uber has one of the widest driver network, around 3 million driver across the globe that can use to deliver the adjacent service as well. Okay. Can you change the slide? Can you change the slide? Yeah, the technology one. The next one. Uber is already done. Yes. Now, if you see the technological innovation, okay, so technology as a source of innovation can be identified as a critical success factor for increasing the market competitiveness. Technology innovation involve new or improved technologies such as new type of machineries or alternative of the same form of the technology into the product and process or the service method. Because we have seen incremental, okay, which we have seen like four innovation models. So if I talk about incremental, there is example of a Toyota. So each new car model is a such improved version of a previous one, serve the need of a typical customer in the existing market. Then there is a disruptive innovation, the first generation iPhone. Okay, initiate, distributed, and existing market. It advanced the technology and improved the user experience and capability of a new cases. Then there is this radical, which is related to Tesla. Everyone knows Tesla. Okay, the one of the finest car company. So network of a self-driven car. Okay, in which we do not require the driver to drive that particular car. So provide a radical technology solution that are transforming the automobile industry. Now, if I talk about sustaining, this is iPhone 11. So currently making gradual improvement to the product to the sustain its position in the market. However, camera technology consists of the several technology innovation. Okay. Also, they have launched this particular iPhone 16. Okay. In that particular thing, also they are like giving more emphasis or more focuses on the particular camera quality, right? Now, if I talk about the marketing innovation, so marketing is a typically considering to be the marketing innovation. If it brings significant changes to the traditional marketing mix, which is the 4 P's of the industry in the question. For an innovation to be successful, people need to be able to find it and then benefit it. Okay. The main purpose of this marketing innovation is to create entirely a new market to increase the market share in existing one. The ability to connect with your customer is a key, and there is always room to improve the relationship with the customer segment. Because of the consistent involvement in technology and customer preferences, new marketing innovation are needed to promote both the new and the existing product and services. So coming up with the innovation marketing practices enable you to enhance those customer relationship in a way they might not even expect. Now, if I talk about the L'Oreal, everyone know L'Oreal is one of the biggest brand into the cosmetics. So what L'Oreal has done, okay, what changes they have made. So if I talk about the L'Oreal technology at the core of marketing innovation, L'Oreal cosmetic company has developed Makeup Genuine app. Okay, so to reach to the wider customer group and to evaluate the engagement with a brand using such innovative technology in their marketing also has added benefit of allowing them to enhance or experience by using the data and suggest the product that match the personality preference of the customer. Okay. So you just need to write your color tone, your preferences, and then this particular app will give you the exact thing, okay, which will going to suit you. So although the technology play an important role in future marketing innovation, it doesn't necessarily always have a leverage for the new technology, right? So this is the app particular the L'Oreal has formed. Okay. Next slide, please. Middle. Next. So the L'Oreal, which I have discussed this with you, right? So regarding what kind of innovation they have made into the product, okay, and then they have come up with this beautiful app where you can where you can give your preference, okay, about the makeup, right, and then they will give you the suitable solution for the same. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. It was nice interaction with you, and I would like to thanks also Mridul and all his team, okay, who has taken the initiative and also who have given me opportunity to like interact with you. If anyone is having any question, they can proceed. Mridul, over to you. Hello. 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 Guys, am I audible? Hello. Guys, am I audible? Can you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much, dear. Okay. Mridul, over to you. Guys, if you are having any like yes, Mridul. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, if they are having any
Students, if you are
questions,
having any questions, you can ask, you can discuss with.
or not today, in the future also, if they are having any difficult related to the topic which I taught them, okay, do share my email address so they
Yes, of
can
course.
like yes, so they can directly like send the question, and then probably I can like whenever I will get a time, definitely I will come back
Yes,
to them. Yeah.
sure, ma'am, sure.
Nice
Thank
talking
you.
with you. Yeah.
Thank you
so
so much,
Nice.
ma'am, for accepting our invitation and for sharing such a profound insights on design thinking, critical thinking, and innovation design. Thank you so much. The session was really very informative and really very wonderful. So on behalf of Metric School of Management Studies, I thank our guest of honor, Dr. Yachna Garde ma'am, for guiding the students. I thank our director and express my gratitude for your support and direction throughout the session. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. And all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
And students are requested to please fill the feedback form. Students are requested to please fill the feedback form.